Hello my dear friends and welcome back everybody. I think I can hear myself. I guess this is... oh yeah. Voice mode, get out please. Yeah. So welcome back everybody, and today we are going to figure out what's happened with my NeoVim configuration. So let me make sound a little bit louder. And so here you may see like my attempts to properly configure my NeoVim setup. So I had so just to get you into the context, like last week I'm trying to configure completely, so for Go and Rust, NeoVim setup and get out from the IDE. So I don't have AD installed for 3 weeks, I guess, and so I'm completely working NeoVim now. But Houston, we have a problem. So the problem is in the configuration. When I try, for example, let me just show you. For example, when I in so I don't have NeoVim 3. Yeah, I don't have fuzzy finder. I don't have nothing. So let me just edit some file and show you the problem. src frame. I guess, yeah, would be fine. So as we see here, so I have at the moment I have nothing like configured because I tuned everything off. Because of the reason when I try to use a debugger, especially DAP-UI, right after using it, so all of my key maps like entirely broken, and I even can't type. So because every time I try to type, so I don't know, something happened to my LSP, language server provider. So LSP like started to like immediately restarting, getting the like some kind of panics in Rust and Go, so everywhere, and I basically can't type. I tried to figure out what's happening. So first of all, it's very hard to figure out so what's actually happening. So who is this guy who like trying to destroy my Vim experience? And I figure out that this is not an DAP-UI plugin. So the plugin which breaks all of my experience was CMP. It's like auto-completion plugin for NeoVim. Let me show you. And Vim CMP. So this is like super popular auto-completion plugin for the NeoVim, and it's super cool. I want to say it's really super cool. It's much more cooler than uCompleteMe or all like COC completions and all other I saw before. And so especially this, where is this? Yeah, sources. When I disable all of the sources, it works fine, yeah. But if I try to enable, for example, Lua snip or NVim LSP, or like in order I wanted to use them, so everything crashed. And I figured out that also order hugely matters. Order of the plugins, how you like install them in the Packer. So I tried to like move them, change places of various plugins, but still, so when you have like 20 plugins, it's very hard to find a proper position because it's like a lot of like combination where you can put other plugins. And I like decided to start from the beginning. First of all, without the Packer, I get the base of So first of all, I switched to lazy, since even the Packer creator uses lazy and Vim. This is kind of funny, you know, guys. And also the second thing, I try to like understand what's happening inside TJ configuration for the NeoVim. When there's no TJ, is like a core NeoVim contributor, and so I expect that the configuration provided by him is like contains good practices at least. I found these good practices. First of all, my folder structure was not so it can be used by it can be used and specified by init Lua file, but so more often you might see this such kind of this folder structure, like Lua custom plugins, your plugins, like your username plugins or whatever, and also after folder called after, FT plugin and plugin. So after folder is like a general convenience for the XDG directories where like NeoVim would search plugins. And especially for me, in the init, here, where is he like set up the lazy NeoVim plugin and specified like folder path of the custom plugins and where to search local plugins. So first of all, I need to achieve all of this experience. I have to update my entirely my plugin structure and my plugin and all my plugins, because all of my plugins previously used Packer as a like package manager, but now I have to use lazy. So and today we're going to update all of this kind of stuff, configure it up one more time, and then like I expect to see no errors after at the end of this adventure. And the last thing which we're going to do today on the stream, I'm going to fix this weird bug. So especially in Go, where's RoadRunner? So who doesn't know, I work for the RoadRunners project. And we get this report like 2 hours ago about superfluous write into header. So this is kind of super easy to fix bug, but I expect a lot of like developers, especially Go developers, would see this error message, something like this, like HTTP super flows response write header call and path to your library. So this happened because Go restrict you to like double write into the headers. So I hate this behavior, especially here. Come on, GitHub. So when you write something into the response writer, so the problem is the Go under the hood also writes if you didn't call write header before, the Go writes like under the hood 200 into this header, into this response writer. Yeah, and so I did a mistake. So this is so super uncomfortable to use response writer, because you have to know about this behavior which happens under the hood. And so if everything is fine here and we are writing some kind of status into the response writer to the user, and Go under the hood writes and 200, and then we are writing 200 once more time, then Go like argues you that you can't do this with this like error message, superflows response write header. So this is not a super like important bug which you should immediately fix everywhere, but it's like kind of bothering, because you know when you see so every call can produce this error message, so it's kind of bothering. Okay, so this would be at the end of the this stream, and we're going to fix this. But now let's get into the NeoVim hell. So first of all, what's the difference between in terms of configuration between we have this between lazy and Packer. So as you may see here, Packer actually so doesn't require you anything to return here, only to call like some requires and setup for which comes from the plugins. In terms of I don't know actually, do we have like version branch dependencies for the Packer, but for the lazy Vim this is kind of bundled. Yeah, I guess we have this where is this buffer line? Yeah, so we have a tag Yeah, for the Packer we have a tag, but so this is kind of different in the Packer. So in the Packer, I saw a lot of configuration which refer to like use something and then the like separate file to configure this something. For sure, you can like use and configure this with config option like this. So config and require function to configure, and yeah, so this should be like here, but yeah, configure and then call end, and should be everything should works. But I found like lazy, slightly, I don't know, more comfortable to use. Oh, this is nice. Config change detected reloading. Oh, change. Oh, so lazy. Oh, this is cool. So lazy for the Packer. For sure, you can put Packer sync into the every like plugin. But so lazy did this automatically for you. Oh, this is super cool behavior, I guess. Because like I had previously Packer sync into the plugins folder where all my plugins located, and so I can sync the Packer with this like write only in the plugin folder and plugins Lua file. But now, so this is kind of comes to me automatically. Okay, so now. So we have this list of the plugins which we have to update. Also, we have this plugins, plugins Lua Packer needs, so we don't need this. And yeah, so we need to move all of these plugins into the separate files. So there's not much because like a lot of the plugins actually like cross require this so themselves. Like for example, NeoVim Lua plenary required not only by crates but by all, I guess by the most of these plugins. And so yeah, okay, let's move on. And let's update our Packer with lazy. Let's move the. So I have this folder plugins back, so as a backup, and I'm moving them one by one into the new folder and updating them one by one. So let's move LSP, because LSP is kind of important plugin. And immediately we get an error because they are configured differently. I guess. So we have this null ls. We have LSP for sure. We have CMP and Vim LSP. So I guess this should be in the CMP plugin. So LSP configuration. Yeah, this is this is for LSP. Telescope, yeah. So as we see a lot of but for the nmaps this is kind of okay. It's fine because we can use telescope before we actually initialize it. But as for the I'll just go with a file per plugin, I guess. Let me and also super cool feature that you may see. I enabled only one plugin at the moment, like buffer line, and you may see the dependencies which this plugin arrived to us, like buffer line, lazy NeoVim. So this is package manager itself, and Vim web dev icons also. So it's like somewhere under the hood. Okay. So, and yeah, I updated my init Lua script to have only initialization of it. Like, so init Lua should contain only, so from my point of view, so as I faced with this weird issue with the configuration, so to not depend on the order of the plugins, so init Lua should contain only the lazy Vim configuration, actually, like this. So let's try. Let me cast plugin. Where's it allocated? Yeah, Lua custom plugins and touch no ls Lua. Yeah, and immediately changing detected, reloading. So yeah, this is super cool because with the Packer I have to like exit and get into NeoVim every time I have a change in the plugin. If I didn't put into this plugin Packer sync file, I'm sorry, directive, not file for sure. Yeah, and so let's move this one into this. Where's my X clip? What's happening? Why I can't let's do this, but this is kind of weird because we should have xclip and yank and like put back files into like yanked buffer into the other Lua any files actually. Okay, so and since we are needed to use return here like this, and let me find this no okay. Then, so do we need to specify version? Actually, well, we can do this. Oh, there are no versions. Cool. Master branch. Hello, hello. Okay, so we only need to require it. We don't have any dependencies from this no ls, and we need to use function. Oh, config is a fun. No, how should we look something different? Yeah, config is equal to function. And here we're putting our setup. So I know about the plugin which can format everything for you, but still needed to activate it. And we have to use like this. Require null ls setup. Okay, so and we have one missing bracket, yeah. Why it's like marked with red? Okay, so let's try to add it. Oh, unexpected symbol near. So return the file. Oh, yeah. So every function should contain an end, actually. So and should be here like this. Yeah. And let's wait for the installation. Attempt to get length of local spec value. Yeah, custom plugins LSP. Yeah, now we have to. So this plugin requires. Oh, this is super cool actually. This plugin, null ls, actually requires LSP in a beta status. On a plenary in Vim, yeah. Okay, let's got it. So since syntax here is correct, let me just use and now CMP and Vim LSP. Okay. CS CMP, I'm sorry, and Vim LSP Lua. And now let me copy the LSP configuration. Okay, so here we are using, I'm sorry, here we are copying the capabilities of the server, yeah, and so like a general LSP configuration. I don't know, so do we need so CMP and LSP, so since we have like I don't know where to put this this plugin, because you know CMP completion engine and LSP language service provider, and this is kind of, you know, so what is a better place to put this file in? Okay, let's just move this. Let's just move this plugin to the new folder. Move LSP. Where are you? Oh, you are already here. Okay, so first of all, we are going to configure. Oh, this is our, like from here. First of all, so we have to like use the global return. And then let's install CMP NeoVim LSP. Oh yeah, we also need Mason. Okay, let's use this one. Like this. We don't need a version here, and then configure this function. Oh, we don't need this, and yeah, where we can set up everything. And we have to put all of this requires section here, and this is our end. So yeah, basically we can just copy everything and put here, I guess. LSP 94. Oh, I guess I know what is the reason. And this is our function. This is from this one. Our require. Oh, this is super uncomfortable to like to move all these brackets. Manually, I mean, you know. Yeah, I also think that we can move all of these key maps to the different plugin. I mean, not plugin actually, but as I found here, yeah, we can create a folder called just a plugin in the after, and put every like configuration of the keys, for example, into this file. For example, let's see this dub like as here represented. But also, as far as I understand, here in the after, so this is kind of, I know, kind of slightly complicated for me to understand how everything works. But as we see here, so this, oh, I guess custom plugins is just to some, oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah. We actually don't need to rewrite everything, you know? For sure we can put, so basically we can combine two approaches. Like to combine plugin installation like this with this return, and plugin initialization, like setup of the plugin. So plugin installation is located in the custom plugins, like here, for example, LSP, for example, as you see here, it's just you know, just path to the GitHub. Nothing, yeah, nothing more. And all this configuration should be located in the separate plugin. Yeah, now I understand. So basically we can move do I have a lot of changes? Yeah, so I already saved these changes. So I should have to create like a copy of this. Oh, I have it. I have it here. Save it on my terminal. Nice. Okay. Yeah, like this. Okay, and I need actually need to copy all of these plugins from the backups into the after into the after plugin folder. Into the after plugin, yeah. After plugin. And then, yeah, so we have nothing here, so we can move out into our after folder. after plugin and come on. Yeah, so we need to delete this. And since we require Packer here, and come on, please stop. We need to remove everything related to the Packer. And since we still need to update some of the plugins. We still need to update, for example, like here, crates and Vim, we have to, like, if we don't need to, so if we have super small configuration for the plugin, for example, like here for the crates, especially this plugin will show you the cargo crates versions, and if they are outdated, so you can like easily update them. And so we can use this notation and like set up a plugin like separately. But if we have nothing to configure at all, where it was, like not here. Now VMC go final markdown. I saw this. I can find it. So we are currently in our plugin directory. Not in our, but so yeah, in this directory. And I'm trying to figure out where is this list of like super small plugins which are not required to be initialized actually. So and we can basically move our configuration from just made a small updates from the Packer to lazy, like to so I think we don't need to do anything for the most of the plugins because all of them uses convenient API which are not dependent on Packer on or lazy. But still, where's this? Lost it. Oh yeah, here you are. Init Lua. It's not a plugins, it's init Lua. Okay, let's move on. Move plugins init Lua. Yeah, and now in the plugins folder we would have init Lua, and we won't need to, to come on. Yeah, we have a lot of errors because we still have to move from Packer, and the only thing we need to do is just return. Come on, please stop. Stop. Return And what is the syntax? It's like dir. Oh, it's yeah. So we can use this syntax. Super cool. We can use a directory here to configure our plugins, or we can and also we can use just path to the GitHub, for example. Okay. One more time. So just separated by comma. Okay, without use. Don't need this run. And yeah, so for this small like plugins, we can use immediately initialization pattern, I guess, like this. They should be separated by this square brackets and config. Yeah, got it. So like this. And not tag, but version. And not requires, but dependencies. Dependencies, am I right? Or dependent? Dependencies, yeah, and the version, yeah. And version, I'll let use like this. And dependencies should be without any brackets around. Should not be here, should not be here. And require crates setup. Yeah. Okay, this is also should be initialized. And dependencies without anything. Okay, let's move on. So nothing available to me because everything in errors, and it's even Xclip doesn't work. So I even can't copy and paste normally. Yank and paste. I'm sorry, guys. Oh yeah, and we should use commas everywhere. Like this. Okay, do we have some kind of run in the lazy? Where's lazy? Yeah, okay. Lazy, dependencies, options, build. Oh, I guess it's built or not. Oh, priority.
Your blood's been quite salty lately. It explains your cocky attitude.
You can tell stuff like that from how my blood tastes?
I guess this is an init function. So run, Packer run is init,
Everything from your weight to your BMI.
I guess, from the lazy. Okay, well, what is... Oh, migrating, okay. Oh my god, please. I so hate video tutorials. Let's turn the sound off and read it like a book. Pickle, update, capture, started time, place. Load of errors, as expected. Oh, it might be CMD. Yeah, it's CMD. It's CMD. And okay, Mason update. Planner async not found. Give me a second. Give me a second. Lazy NeoVim. I'll install everything which you require. Oh, we need in the additional configuration. The last steps. Like this, and the last one. Oh no, I have to use other pairs update as well. Okay. Now let's move this all of these plugins back. Hello, it's Super Matrix. What I fail to understand is how can I operand store a whole memory address when the whole intermediate representation is with the same length. Yeah, I guess you have to read this book first of all. So I guess you may read this one. I guess this will answer any question because it's of the pairs of code and parameter where the parent can store a value. Yeah, what I failed to understand is how can the parent store a whole memory address? It doesn't store the whole memory address. It stores only the value into the next available slot of the memory. So because it's like a stack. So so if the previous address is like busy with some kind of other value, so the next address will be available to you, like pop, push, and you know, all this kind of stuff. The Vicons, Git, Go, GUI, Mason, NeoDev, NVim tree, NVim tree seeder config, NVim tree seeder, options, Rust tools, status line, telescope, and tree seeder. And let's move them back to the Lua custom plugins back. cannot start no such file entry. Oh, okay. We don't have this. Attempt to get length of the local spec, a boolean value. Okay. Yeah, we have to move. We have to move LSP to other plugins temporarily. Okay. I failed to run config for null ls. Null ls not found. Okay. So for null ls, but it should be somewhere here. Oh, we should move null ls to the our after plugins folder. Since it requires a configuration like this, small but requires, we have to use it in the other folder. And my pleasure, Supermatrix. Okay, let me. So the next error is editor code home init load 0. Oh, expected to close. So I don't have a closing bracket. I have. Maybe I missed a comma somewhere. Okay, 3 seaters. Everything's fine. Do we need to? So what is it? Okay, so it's just return. This syntax, if we have directory, it's fine. We don't have a directory. Oh, we can actually use, yeah, we can actually use this syntax. Here, dir is equal, oh, like this. I think it should point where it points. So this means home. I guess this means I expected that it should point to this folder. But it's pointing on some other directory. Let's find out this file. Oop. Oh. Okay, got it. So this is completely different thing. This is some kind of, as far as I understand, this is some kind of pre-initialization script which clones everything from the GitHub with repo and clones all of this kind of stuff into the proper places, I guess. So 3 years ago, or it's something redundant at the moment, so hard to say. Okay, init law 31. Okay, 31. Do I need to use a comma after this? Oh yeah, I do. I thought that I don't need to use a comma if I use these square brackets and with curly brackets, you know. Okay, line number 93. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, now no errors. Okay, so now I have a lot of plugins here. Restore. So, okay. It says only plugins from this directory, from the plugins directory, not from the after. Oh yeah, because it should be in the plugins directory. Yeah. Oh yeah, now we get it. So everything is installing. Invalid command name missing update. Invalid command name. Okay. Mason and Vim. Let's see how it should be in lazy. Build. Yeah, so I was wrong. It's build. Where's CMD? File to run config for null ls and vim. Model not found. But for sure it's not found because you should install it. We can actually move all of this kind of stuff. Do we have this working? I can put it here. Yeah, it works now. Oh, and also as far as I understand, CMP works. Null is, yeah. And now ls, lazy and vim. Setup now ls for beginners. It's definitely me, yeah. So let's read. Require. It's super beginners, not just beginners. Where is lazy? So they don't have even this word lazy. Okay, this is key maps. Modern null ls not found. Maybe it should be called null ls like this. But I think this is an issue. Yeah, ls for sure. This is a separator, it doesn't work like I expected from it to work. Maybe I should be using like this. Oh, I guess there's a lot of... Yeah, this is closing bracket, this one, and end. Okay, Google. Now ls not found. Lazy. NeoVim. Oh, and also let's check health. Ruby not found. Doesn't care about this. So yeah, everything's green. Looks good. Except of this lazy. I'm sorry, null ls. Oh, I used it twice. Nope. So okay, I use this one, config function, setup, options, and a comma at the end. So everything looks good. What's wrong with you nowadays? Okay, installing and configuring null ls. Requires planner in Vim. Okay. Okay. Options. Butter debug. Okay, you can install using any manager, but basically, oh, require null ls like this. Okay, null ls like this. Attempt to index a global null ls. A new value. Maybe I just can't use like this. Maybe I should only use setup here, you know. Let's try to comment this section. Yeah, so where's my theme? Oh yeah, so I still have to install it. Okay, so seems that it basically works, at least without configuration. Okay, let me just try one thing here. Inventory works. Oh, .ui isn't initialized yet. But we can check this bug and without .ui initialization. Just using Rust test, I guess, should be enough. So, like, seems that everything works fine. Okay, now we have to, we have to move all of the configuration files into this folder, into the plugins. Let's do this one by one. Lua custom bag. Okay, let's move the first one. LSP Lua into the plugins. Attempt to get length of local spec a boolean value. Why it's not working? Plugin Lua 218. Oh, this is not our file. Attempt to get length of local spec boolean file to load custom plugins LSP. Okay. So where is the error actually? It's hard to So let's try to turn off, like to comment this part. Okay, so we still have an error. NeoVim LSP. Nonetheless, yeah, this is our hero. So why Packer? Why only Packer? Init Lua 15. This is comment. So basically this is our one-to-one copy of the configuration from the Packer to Lazy. Why is like arguing me that we have an error somewhere? Because it's like actually the same. Like this. Or we still need to use this notation like return. And as far as I understand, so just my first guess, NeoVim after plugin is so in this directory located all of the plugins which are already like configured. So I guess since we have a, for example, like a buffer here, and we have a configuration for it like in this way, we can like avoid all of this configuration. It's just like I'm thinking, and like only use return with this buffer line repository, and then after that put exactly the same plugin like buffers Lua into the after folder, and it would be like merged and applied after it would be fetched from the Git from upstream. So it's like might be any system. And thus we are not we're having an error with the LSP. Okay, so let's try to move LSP into the after plugin folder. And yeah, it's not working because we don't have any completions of our what we're trying to achieve here. Okay, I guess I missed something from the initial configuration. From this. Oh no, not from this. Custom plugins, Lua. Strange. So, okay. Might be we need to do the following. Oh yeah. Now we have an error. Yeah, but this error is expected. Let's go here and let's get out all of these configurations of the LSP here. And we need to use return. Like this. Yeah. Now we don't have, and we have, yeah. So, yeah. So we should have. Let's check LSP info. We have only Copilot because we don't have configurations for the others. But yeah, this is fine. So my guess was right. So we should have this file called, for example, LSP Lua, which should be used only to fetch dependencies. Like here, I'm only fetching Mason to update Mason, LSP configuration, and null ls. And then everything related to the configuration, like for example config here, should be moved to the after folder with the name after, with the same name, to be configured properly. Okay, so as you may see here, now I have LSP everything, like here's our LSP log. Yeah. Okay, got it. And if we don't need any configuration per plugin, for example, we do need tree seater. For example, color scheme we also need. Maybe div icons. I don't know. Like this, auto pairs. So which like used with me like to put an like a pair to brackets or like any, I guess, paired things, you know, like this. And these plugins can be used like if you need only to set up, so don't need any configuration from it, can be used from init directly. Yeah, you know. Right, and so and I have these configurations actually. So these plugins are just configuration, and they are not connected to their counterpart, which should be located in the plugins folder, not in the after folder. And so, okay, let me try to do the following experiment. As you may see here, we have a Go Lua. This is only used to just set up Go. Let me try to move this file. So we still, you know, need to read the specs. To this. Yeah, and we have available. So yeah, it's not required to have an encoder part of the file. It's only, I guess, required for the file to be, I guess dependencies for the file to be available. Okay, let's move the next one. NeoVim tree and NeoVim tree seeder configuration. Not the NeoVim tree. NeoVim tree seeder and configuration for the tree seeder. After plugins. Oh, now, yeah. So tree seeder now installing the dependencies. Yeah, now they are colored. Good. Good to see this. Good to see this. Okay, so let's just move one by one all of these files. I need Rust tools and debugging. This is super important files which we now check for this bug which I faced previously. Okay, for the Rust has been installed. Good. Like let's update all parsers up to date. Okay, now guys, let's see. So why it's installing every time when I run? It's like deleting it. Okay, so let's now see. Oh yeah, and now, yeah, so super cool. I specified from a tree seeder to an NeoVim tree to filter out the git folder, you know, all of these hidden not needed folders which you like not need to see in File Explorer. For example, .git, .git hooks, so all of this to rarely used folders. I mean, directly to like manipulate with something. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we have icons. They are not colored yet because we don't have dev icons and color scheme here. But so basically LSP works and works fine. And now guys, let's see about our bug here. So previously, this is .UI. This is actually used for debugging. And previously when I used .UI in a Packer, so I mixed the order of the plugins and I can't figure out like the proper order to use, and I had a bug when I like toggle it on and toggle it off, and then let's see. Yeah, so bug still exists. So as you may see here, I can't type. Yeah, you see? So basically when I use so there are no auto completion, and I can't, for example, now as you can see I'm in insert mode, and if I type something I immediately get back into the normal mode, by some plugin. So lazy is not a solution here. Okay, we didn't move everything yet. We moved only CMP and debug. And let me show you guys what I figured out. Where is the issue? It should be... Why it's using... Oh, it's using creating temporary directory and clean it up every time. So why I should specify... Oh yeah, I should specify a directory. I previously... Yeah, I previously specified it into the NeoVim folder. Yeah, but now... So, yeah, as you may see... So I need to delete this. Yeah, and okay, so if I comment these sources, could you please install it only one time, but not every time I opened this configuration. Oh, I don't have... Yeah. Sorry, I don't have LSP activated. Because I previously commented it out. Okay. Should work now. Okay, so and this box basically works on any file, so you don't need it shouldn't be necessary only Rust or Go, for example. As you may see, oh, it works? No? Why it works? Oh yeah, because I turned off the configuration for the all of the snippers. Yeah, like this. So if I turn it off, these sources, everything works fine. So I figured out that I don't know, some source and debugger somehow overlaps their, I don't know, overlaps their configurations or key mappings, or I don't know. It's very hard to figure out what's happening actually. Let me just copy the rest of the plugins. Yeah, seems that everything works just fine. I only need to, to update this tree-seater configuration, because it's like every time I open the editor, it's like trying to. Oh yeah, I have this nice indication of Rust analyzer, but as you can see here, everything works super cool. So this is like literally super cool experience, and I don't see any limitations to work with on NeoVim like entirely, except of this stupid bug. As you can see here, I can use when I turned it on. I still can use the completion engine, yeah. And right after I close it, yeah, do you see this? And I can't even control. You can use comments inside comments, without any problems. But when you try to type like this, it immediately like switched off. As you may see here, I'm just pressing A, A, and I can delete this even like. So previously I guessed that this is the order, but in lazy we don't have an order. We don't have this require directive in the init vim. We only have basically only uses, like download all of these repositories, so it, like order independent. And so the most difficult problem here is how to debug all of this. How to debug NeoVim. And how to figure out what plugin actually overlaps this, this configuration. Okay, tree-seater. Enough. Um, by some reason, the tree-seater can't just can't find this path, or what? File exist. Okay. Yeah, now all of the like tree-seater plugins are installed. Why it's installing them? Oh. So oh, it has all of this. Errors found. TS update. No, we don't have. TS install Rust. Go Gopals. Oh. Okay, it's more problem with, I guess, with lazy than with the packer. You need to set Vim app leader before loading lazy. Okay, so it's ensure installed. So I don't need to use this ensure installed because it's on every ensure installed. It's just trying to install this parser, but shouldn't be like this. Oh yeah, so all of this kind of stuff should be not in the after folder. Okay, this also should be in the debugging. LSP, something with LSP. Line number 14. Oh yeah. You don't need and. Where should be all of them? Where should be all of the key mappings? So most of them might be in the after the lazy have been initialized, but I guess set local. Oh, so hard Vim way. Completion. Yeah, Vim opt. So this is a global options. And where is located? In the plugin. Yeah. I also put all of my. Oh. Yeah, so I understand. I guess my problem is that I'm... What is... LSP... Yeah, I'm not using this syntax like return. So, from this file, lazy, now Vim expects from me to have a return. But I'm just using it like, you know, just like a file. And I guess let me try to change. Yeah, now it's like Vim file. How to know that the file was actually updated? Yeah, still can use mouse. No. Why? Why you can just be so predictable and... Okay, so now we need to find out where is this bug happened. So I know that this happens only inside, only after we close the DApp UI. I saw a video. Let me check. You are having fun. Definitely I'm having fun. So I wanted to find a specific video I previously saw about the configuration. Yeah, this is definitely like me. Maybe it should be here. This is not this video. Might be this is... Oh no. Oh yeah, this is the one. And oh yeah. So this is all of the... this is what I wanted to find. This is all of the keys I use in this, like in my NeoVim setup. So not much, but and also what like keys set by the different plugins. For example, as you may see here, LSP sets the space F, and I want to find the debugger. What sets the debugger? Yeah, this is my keys. Yeah. That's it. So nothing. So it sets actually nothing. So what is your problem, NeoVim? So how to debug this case? I don't know. Why me? Why me? Why just not let me work easily? Why? Why I wanted these problems? Okay, so we have to solve them. Oh, this file doesn't apply it. Yeah. How I figure out this, I don't see line numbers. So by this file, I mean this options. We should rename it. Let me see where to put it. Still nothing. Still nothing. Yeah, now I see all of this like plugins applied. I'm sorry, not plugins, but keys and Vim options. Maybe I just need to move them here. Yeah, seems fine now. Yeah, looks good now. Okay, So, okay, close is fine. Just calling close is fine. Open is also fine. And now everything breaked. Everything's broken. Okay. Map. I don't see anything which can be written by this plugin. I guess this is something. Okay, so now would be a super stupid assumption. Might be this is NeoVim problem. I mean, so recently they released version 0.9. Might be something was like released in this version which like prevents me to use all of this stuff correctly. Oh yeah.
I think is the most authentic recipe. So first up, guys, you only need this ingredient.
Yeah.
Then, and I'm going to take a nice centimeter slice.
So this is a yeah, guys. So it seems that this problem is just NeoVim problem. Okay, since we are cool guys, let me try to compile master.
Because you need it.
Give me a second, guys.
And you can get some pretty good results, actually. thing of joy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, Yoma. Thanks for noting this. Yeah. I forgot to like unmute myself. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so it seems that everything is fixed now. So bug, new version. So I only needed to update NeoVim to the master branch, and it seems that in the master branch this bug already fixed. Whew, I literally, guys, I spent, I guess, 3 days to figuring out what's happening with my DAP UI actually. So I even slept only 5 hours a day because I spent a whole my day just to figure out where is the problem. Since I'm not super proficient in Lua and debugging NeoVim, it was like a lot of efforts to, to figure out what's happening. And surprisingly, season, I guess it's season 3, because first of all, on the first season we tried to configure everything with a Packer. Then I tried to configure, like, to put everything, every plugin and every configuration I needed, and we had a bug, and I guess it's 4 might be. But it seems everything is good now, is good to go. So I only need to just double check, only double check one little thing. Yeah, it works. Let me press a breakpoint, debug. Oh yeah, so now everything's fine. Registers. I don't know about this. Oh, pretty printers also work. I'm sorry. So who doesn't know? Pretty printers used to. So most of the low-level languages like Rust to pretty print the values by the pointers, like very often. Like for example, slices and etc., which is not a standard type of C++, like for example. And you may see this representation here is printed by the pretty printers, because U8 type, there is no U8 type in GGB, And everything seems good now. Registers, a lot of the registers, floating point registers, AVX. Yeah, so I guess this is like end of the season 4. And now we are good to go with the work. So now let me just check how step function works. Yeah, it works. Only one thing I just so slightly uncomfortable for me is that, as you may see here, DAP UI overlaps other windows. Maybe we can search a bug for this. DAP UI overlapping. Oh, maybe we should use NVim. Oh yeah, this is, but this is not from DAP UI, I guess. This is from other plugin. We should, I guess, use completion enable auto hover. It's like over all window is used by this. I don't know. So this is kind of, it's only slightly bothering me, not like super, because I'm not the guy who are using like debuggers a lot. So because most of the bugs are like pretty simple, and if I try to use the debugger in, you know, in some very complicated case, I would rather like move the window like this. Yeah, so okay, so seems good. And let's try one more time. FF, yeah, everything works fine. Okay, so let's have a look at the configuration now, how it looks like. So now, oh yeah, so I only need one thing here, is after ensure installed. As we see here, also the tree seeder installs these extensions every time I open the editor. Let's try to just quickly search for this bug. So this is something which never happened with the Packer. Highlight. Ensure installed. So you know, it's only ensure installed. It should like check if it exists in this directory and the parser installed there. And that's it. Should be enough to, you know, to check, to only check. Latest NeoVim release, nightly recommended. Might be I need. Oh, let me check. So maybe I need to. Yeah, as you may see, like it's installing like even I have opened the editor. So. Let me get into the plugins. Where's tree-seater? Oh yeah. Here is tree-seater. And let's try to add the build TS update. I don't know, maybe this is the perk of I don't know, lazy. Oh, cool. So it shows me where is actually oh, the files. The files for my like configuration. Super cool. Let me move this. I don't know how to. Might be because it called lazy. it like, so it should cache. By the way, it should cache everything, like TS update. So yeah, everything is installed. Why you stupid bastard trying to install it every time I use it? I open the editor. Why? Why do you need to do this? Victor will restore your local plugin projects. I don't need this. Yeah, as you can see, it's like opening for 2 seconds, approximately. instead of like few microseconds. Yeah, I can remove this ensure installed actually, but I don't want to do this. So it worked with the Packer, but why it's not working with Lazy? Okay, so let's try this. An image seater. Yeah, this is our plugin. Let's try to do the following. So where is this runtime directory? Oh, I missed it. I didn't see it. Okay. Where should you be? So I mean this Vim opt runtime path append. Okay, let's use find grep. Vim opt. Oh yeah. Here you are. No, this is not the correct one. It's for the lazy path. Lazy path. It's not what we need. Runtime path. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess this directory should be set before. But not after. Yes! Yes! It works. Whew. But you know, this was so easy. So easy. Like 3 days to debug the thing, like versus, I don't know, few minutes to debug why it uses the wrong directory. So it's like, you know, super easy bug. Solved easily. Yeah. And so from my personal point of view, I found that lazy, I do like lazy more than Packer actually. So now I have like in my mind, now I have a like mental model of how it works. So why I only need init Lua. So as you may see here, init Lua is actually my entry point to all of these plugins. And what is more important, so set auto write all, which is more important that using this NeoVim Lua only to set like my global Vim configuration and like, you know, install the lazy Vim. This works, I don't know, for me it's super cool because now I understand. So I have in Lua everything located, everything related to the package manager located into this file. Then I have after folder and I have a Lua folder. Inside a Lua folder, I have a folder custom plugins. So I have only a few plugins. I can actually move them into the like separate folders. Like I GUI, yeah. So I can do this like later, so I don't need to move them to the separate folders. But lazy shows me these separate folders, as you may see here. Like for example, NeoVim web devicons, I have Lua line crates. Where's my Go? Go and Vim, yeah. It should be in different folder, I guess, no? Oh, it's like, why is this button? It's like connected. Like, oh yeah, it's plugin. Okay, so and I have also the folder after, which is used to actually initialize / setup every like plugin, and then you can like use them without any order. So because order actually does matter. If I use, for example, null plugin null ls null this for the LSP, if I try to use this plugin before I initialize LSP and I specify in my configurations, for example, that I require this plugin before I require the LSP, so this will lead to error. And it's scary to me, you know, to use this predefined structure instead of like transferring this I don't know, head pane to my package manager. So I'm sure that with the Packer you can do basically the same. I just don't want to figure out how, because I do know how to do this with lazy and don't know how to do this with Packer actually. Okay, so parsers are installed, and now I can close all of these windows. Okay, so now guys, we are ready to fix the bug. Spiral and plugins and status. So what is the bug about? Oh, look at this nice like initializations here. So this bug is about when someone is trying to use for example health checks. No, not this one. Health checks. And let me check. Gets into this not found, or gets like just case is not equal to nil. So here we're checking if there are this, you know, if there are this plugin that the workers is currently available, and we are checking status of this workers. It's just calling an interface method. And if there's an error, we're just returning from this for, and from this function, we're also returning if status is equal to nil. We're returning if status code is more than 500. So we don't need to check like other plugins, and we are continuing. And also here, if there's nothing that we can check in this branch, we also can write here. But now we have like status code like more than 100 but less than 400, and this is okay status code. And in this case, we are just like iterating over all of the plugins, and we are writing the statuses here, and then we are calling a write header, so this is a problem because we don't need to do this actually. Let me check this error message. If write header has not yet been called, write calls write header status OK before writing the data. So, yeah, and this is why we get this error. We just need to delete this. And yeah, for sure, let's create a branch. So basically I can close all of this. Let superfluous write. Yeah, and let's verify this bug. I guess I should see the error somewhere here. Okay, so set breakpoint debug test is DT. Why it's not working? Oh, it's just me. Let me put an breakpoint here. Yeah, you may see it here. Superfluous response write header call. Yeah. Pass. Yeah, test passed. I guess so. The problem with this message that it like superfluous response writer header call is written directly. Hello, Mr. Beans. How are you doing? Long time don't hear anything from you. And AMQP. So Yeah, so test passed, and we basically we can inject into the stdr and just grab every all output of the stdr, but I rather fix this error than because it's like we have to check if we not write the Go standard error, where Go gets information about about the test coverage and etc. like this, things like this. Okay, so let's get here and let's get here into the ready and remove this. And this is it. So all fixed. All is done. So let's just check the loop invariance here. So first of all, we are looping over the plugins. Then, if we have this plugin, not nil, we are getting into this state. Yeah. So here we are checking just status registry and writing header. Yeah. So this is the correct notation here. So we have to write an header unavailable status code. We have to write header from the unavailable status code from here, and we are which is more important, we are returning from this loop completely. So and we don't we just should very carefully check that we are not calling write header anymore, guys. So because this is, I don't know, this is super unpleasant behavior from Go, that if write header has not yet been called, write calls write header before writing the data. And if you call this write header the second time, so it's hidden from you, just write. So what you expect from write? You are expecting just to write a data. So if you want to, for example, for me, if I wanted to have the functionality to automatically write header, so I rather prefer some kind of flag of the server configuration, always write status, for example, something like this, instead of doing something which is hidden from the user. And this is every time I almost 8 years in Go, and every year I guess I I get this error because it's super hidden behavior. Okay, so and in our case, as we see here, if we have it's not equal to nil, and we have a status code inside it, but a status code, let's say 10, number 10. I don't know what is status code number 10, but imagine the user, so user from the PHP can set this status code 10. And in this case, we are writing here plugin not found, but it's actually found. I guess we should write rather than plugin not found, because plugin is found. What? Okay, Houston, we have a problem. I don't have a tab. I know where this happened. Let me just check. Oh yeah, everything's fine now. Go FMT. Go FMT, please. Okay. Oh, it's completely not a problem, Mr. Beans. I'm here to help you. Is it possible to connect multiple MQP servers in one config file? Unfortunately, no. So at the moment, we don't have this functionality to, because you know, if you connect, so how you expect to like see this feature? How to determine from what server I have to like consume this payload actually? So might be it should be specified, like if you want to multiply servers via the one configuration, it might be you might have a lot of MQP1, MQP2, MQP3, and then specify MQP connection in the pipeline. Might be like this, like use a key with the name connection. So so this is like seems very specific to your configuration. This would be easy to update and easy to implement, but it looks like very specific to specifically your environment. And if you wanted to have this functionality, you may easily fork the MQP plugin. I can help you to update it to like support this functionality, and you can just get the updates from the upstream, having your like core functionality of this feature like independent, and build the RoadRunner with the Velox. So Velox is a tool to build the RoadRunner without any problems. So it just compiles it like CI, but including your custom plugins. So you can specify your private repository, for example, if you have some kind of private things. We are not forcing you to open the plugin and show to the world. So you can just, you know, you can just use it in the private repository. And and slightly updated configuration. So since the core of the functionality won't be touched, yeah, so currently it's not possible to do this, but since RoadRunner supports only one MQP server per configuration, but so you can do the following. I think it would be easier to you. Let me. Where is my road? Oh, so it's RoadRunner is hidden from the tree. Error. YAML, please open it to the world. AMQP. So you need this to, like, for example, to have like this one, AMQP1, AMQP2, AMQP3, etc., etc. So a lot of the things, and then inside the driver configuration, it should be somewhere here. Memory, AMQP, yeah. You can do the following, like prefetch everything, like server AMQP1, for example, and use a connection from the AMQP1. So still, this is not possible yet, and I don't have a plans to implement this feature because it seems very, you know, very specific to your environment, and I don't want to like predefine the plugin to some kind of specific use case, to leave it general and like leave an ability to you, for example, to update this plugin and bring your improvement to it, for example. And if you need to do this, still you can use Velox. Where is this? Super cool repository. So this is a Velox. You don't need to clone it. You can have it inside the Docker. We have a Docker images with the Velox. can just use it, like copy velox binary, have this configuration, specify your plugin like repository where your plugin is located, and I mean organization where the plugin is located and the repository, and build your own RoadRunner instance so it will work. You only needed to, I guess, slightly update MQP plugin, so just to use not a global connection, but use specific server. You know, you even don't need to. Oh, you can do this. Yeah, you can fairly speaking, you can do this even with without like big updates from the plugin. Let me check. So as we see here, this is the function which you receive. So you don't need even to know about the other plugins, about the jobs plugin, how they are connected with each other. So you don't need to do anything. You only need to know that RoadRunner provides a configuration key. Configuration key is actually a key where's MQP. So RoadRunner provides a path to this test local 2 to parse this configuration. If you want to update, it would be super easy to you. You only need to include your custom section, for example AMQP, and specify config for the AMQP here, like address and etc. You may even put this into environment variable, some kind of, and like 111, like 2222 configuration and everything, a lot of things, and RoadRunner will provide your this key to this configuration. You only need to add this configuration to the config. Go here. No, not the config. Not the convert, I'm sorry, config. Add the configuration here, so to parse it, you know. And that's it. So that's easy. And then you may see here, when we instantiate a connection to the MQP dial here, so you need to use address not from the global like we use currently, but use locally from your pipeline. So you can even specify a pipeline per configuration. You can hard code this path to this configuration in form like, for example, let me check, just MQP like 1, for example, or MQP 2. Because configuration plugin, which you have here, can unmarshal every key in the config. So you may just like hard code them, like to have a lot of I don't know, slice with the drivers. So it's fairly easy to implement this. I mean, it's fairly easy, like for sure it's fairly easy to me. It's not so easy to you because you don't know all of this internals of the plugins, but if you start implementing the thing, I would be happy to help you in your like investigations and implementations. So it's not a problem, for sure. You can ask questions as usual on the streams. We can try to implement the thing on the stream, because I think it's an interesting topic to do this and to implement this and to compile this custom plugin. But this won't be official one. It won't be your plugin. It will be only your so you should support it by yourself. So it's like, so something like this. Cool. It's nice. So feel free to ping me if you need any help, like on streams, on Discord chat, so everywhere. So we are very open to our community and happy to help. We are not Laravel. yeah, guys. Just wanted to show you, like RoadRunner, for example. So yeah, we have like 37 issues, like feature requests, etc., etc. So recently, I just wanted to have a look at the Octane, yeah, and I like, like why? So where's the like bugs? So they've wrote super clean and super cool, I don't know, project without bugs. How even this possible? So no one, this is, I think this is a popular product, and no one asked about like new feature, like bug fix and etc. And then I like, okay, so let's have a look at the closed one. Workers crashing. So like, okay, so this is like reverts. We're getting to the lucky one, RoadRunner. And workers crashing, okay. So it's not what I expected to see. Using exit, Laravel stops. Don't use exit. So it's like, I for sure, I know this is very hard to, like, you have a super big community, like a much bigger than we have in the RoadRunner and like in our framework, but still, so it's, for me, it looks like super rude to like don't use exit, like without any explanation. So even I'm on vacation at the moment, so and even on vacation I have a time to that was like a, you know, this kind of programmer's vacation to care about the pet projects and for me specifically to care about my NeoVim setup, but still I have the time to answer the questions, to like to help people with their problems. But yeah, this is like don't use exit, but then like Symfony probably fixed undefined function. Yeah, I'm searching for this like super popular answer from the yeah here you are. So it's like, hi there, thanks for reporting, but it looks like a question. We have a lot of support channels. I can get this. So why they use this model, like answering this, because yeah, big community, a lot of efforts to support everything. Understanding this, but this is these answers they put on basically on every like 90% of the tickets, and it's very surprising to me. So why they don't have any issues? Because they closing them with this response. It's like why? It's just funny. It's not describing their community or their project. So it's, I think Laravel is super cool, but I don't know, I'm not a PHP guy, so it's just my observation how it looks like. And where is the like framework? Yeah, framework, I guess should be here. Like only 12 issues. How this could be? I can understand. Okay, so I can clearly understand that. Okay, so you can have super clean issues tracker here, like super clean, like everything is clean up and at max. Yeah, you know, you don't have old bugs, you don't have old feature requests, but where is the feature requests? So it's hard to believe that they just like close, like as you see, 16,000 like almost 17,000 of the like bugs or like things, but having only 12 opened without any feature requests. So in the RoadRunner, which is much less popular product, we have, as you can see here, a lot of feature requests by people. And how can I close, for example, how can I maintain this project? How can, this guy wants to have enhanced chorus support. Yeah, so for sure I don't have a time to implement, like I'm trying to do a sub every like ticket, but you know, there are a lot of them and I just don't have enough time to implement everything. But how can I close this one? So just saying I don't want to do this, or like just get to the forum, or what? So how to I don't know. This is I think this is super rude to community to answer like this, and yeah, for me it's like so it's super funny how they are answering on to their community. So yeah, this is not the way how RoadRunner actually works, and how me as the lead of this project would ever like communicate with the community. So I'll never close these issues if I don't have a super clever reason to close the issue. So yeah, I rather develop a thing like for example like a Velox, which helps people to build their own plugins and don't wait for me to implement their features and just fork and you Mr. Beast implement this feature by yourself instead of waiting for me. But I'm not ever behave like these guys. Okay, so slightly off topic. So it's like Golang/Rust developer think about the PHP. Like it's weird. Think about syntax truly and not about modern approach. Why is fooling around not a part of PHP? I don't know. So I can answer it, but a lot of frameworks implementing the RoadRunner and Swooly for sure. Swooly is also a cool project, but I think they lacks support of European people like in English, because they are split into two parts now, like Swooly and OpenSource. I saw in real time this scandal about them, like someone put a string to the dashboard in China, like to download some code. I don't know. So it looks to me, it looks like super not important. Like they just wanted to. I guess it was like a guys who wanted to the glory of the project of the Swooly, like a lot of stars, and they are just seeking for a reason. This like few guys or this guy looked for a reason to fork this project, and he found this reason to do this with this link. This link was immediately deleted, but they forked Swooly and call it like it was an internal team of the Swooly. It call it OpenSource. So this is like open RoadRunner. So I just joked inside our company, like, okay, so it's time to bring open RoadRunner into the people. Like, so for me it looks like super wild, because you can't agree internally in between the team players, and so one of them fork your product and trying to develop. By the way, OpenSource uses yeah, it's glad to hear this. It's super cool. I guess I'm sure you're enjoying the RoadRunner. And so we are currently, I just get a little sneak peek on the features. Currently we are working on features similar to Swooly. because they have these coroutines. We are I'm working so this is only one guy in our team, so I'm working on this thing called SAPI. So it's like, it would be like some kind of merge of the RoadRunner and PHP FPM to run entirely all PHP application in the world. And then I have plans to bring all of the features from this kind of low-level things which Svuli provides to their users, like coroutines and like everything. It's a long road, but this is the plan. This is a little sneak peek on a plan currently. And this will be written in Rust, not in C++ for sure, because C++ is a complete trash. I worked in C++ previously, and that was like my dark part of my life, and in my programmer life, So, and why is Swollen Run not part of PHP? So, because a lot of people, for example, like Symfony have Symfony runtime for the RoadRunner. They never asked me to help them in implementation or anyone from our team. Octane is completely third-party project. We never consult them or how to use the RoadRunner. And they use RoadRunner incorrectly. Actually, I looked at this at the code of the Octane project, how they stop RoadRunner, how they use it, and basically they use only 2% of the RoadRunner because they only use HTTP plugin and only one middleware, I guess, like Xzip, or they didn't use gRPC, they didn't use temporal and other features of the RoadRunner. Moreover, OpenSource uses RoadRunner in gRPC. This is super fine thing. But yeah, this is open source community. They can use it without any problems, and we are proud to then they use our part of our products. It's super cool to communicate between between the projects. It's super cool, but as it is, it is as it is. Where is it? License. Yeah, they they removed our. Where's? Why they removed our license? Okay. So as you may see here, this is a code from our project gRPC. Not parser, product plugin, and as you may see, generate keywords and as template. Generate keyword and as template. They also have client TPL, and they have slightly bigger template. Oh, client template. TMPL should be, I guess. And yeah, so it's completely copy and paste. So this is cool. I'm not blaming them. So this is super cool, and so if we can copy something from their project, would be also super cool. But we can't. So because it's fully written in C++, super trashy language. So okay, guys, let's have a look. RoadRunner is a bit uncomfortable. uncomfortable one moment if I have a cron job outside of RoadRunner. So basically, you can run cron jobs by RoadRunner with RoadRunner. We have a nice plugin called Service. Yeah, here you are. You can run literally everything. Oh, Kubernetes. Okay. I need to push messages to MQP or use KV. I need to run my code or set. Yeah, so there are cases which can be, I don't know, which can be fit into one project. So it's very hard to write something generic which can fit everyone. And because of this, every feature should be like should be some feedback from the community about every feature we have currently in our issue tracker, because it's very hard to, for example, you every time people like propose some features, making feature requests, they propose this feature based on their own experience and based on their own needs on the current project. And to neighbor HTTP pod. Yeah. So it looks like super big crunch. So did you have RPC different from the standard one, as far as I understand? Oh, you needed to oh yeah, so I guess I understand. So you can use basically to server-side service discovery, or for example use since you are using Kubernetes, I guess etc.d or HashiCorp would be nice to have in your environment to get like in distributed key value storage configuration keys. So this is like a common approach in such situation, I guess. So basically we used a console, HashiCorp, and it have pretty good integration with Kubernetes actually. So as you see this mark, so approved by Kubernetes, and yeah, so console basically is the same as the Citra-D, but it's also, I guess, it's also free for some kind of users, and you can basically use server-side discovery pattern and like get RPC available per every pod, and so you can even do the following. So console have the ability to write configurations directly into your pod. So if you like wrapping up the machine about any clients. Yeah, so that because you have to get a DevOps on this job. So DevOps should remember about this. So yeah. Yeah, okay. So switch here and status new, status more than 500. All right, hit return. Status more than 100 and less than 400, continue. And we are like continuing this until the end. And at the end, we are just returning back. Okay, so and the default, if we don't have these plugins, just plugin not found. So this is clear, I guess. And they are so old about PHP clients and libs. So, so it's like, okay, so I understand. Write if else to switch statement. Write if else to switch statement. Okay, why not? So why not to write into the switch? I do like switch cases. And expected. What are you expecting? This switch. Oh. Like this. Okay. Why are you just can't? So very strange behavior. Super strange behavior. Why I don't have this? Something happened. So why I don't have this like on the complete here? Some problems occurred. Okay. Yeah, and now how to test this? How to actually test all of this behavior? So now we are need to close this and NeoVim tree toggle, and inside our go mode a lot of the dependencies, and we need to do replace and GitHub, not like this, github.com RoadRunner server, and status version 4 and plugins status. Yeah, and now we should navigate here and debug last and run our test one more time and see if there is an error still exists. So as you can see, no more errors, but superfluous write into the headers. So this was an easy fix. Need only to release it. But before doing the release, I mean release of this plugin fix, let's do the following. Let's run go package test, go test package. So it's how to see this window. Interestingly, is this possible to see what's going on this test? Go dog, go enum, go env. Oh, can I do this? Go FMT. No range allowed. Go only everything. Okay. So everything seems fine and we are good to go. So I need to change this. Return current path. False. Like this. No more unnamed sessions. Okay, div, yeah, so slightly just formatted the output and yeah. Yeah, let's wait for the CI. And I also wanted to bring the new tests about centrifuge. So I guess next time. So as you may see, using Vim is super cool. If we like leave behind the scenes all of these problems, initial problems with with my configuration, so now it's time to enjoy, I guess. Time to enjoy. I also don't know why. So in this project, autocomplete doesn't work. Yeah, this issue after I close and open the app UI. Still, we have an error like here. As you can see, we don't have another complete here. but it's okay. This is fine. At least we don't have this. At least we can type. I guess it should be somewhere here. Okay, it's fine. And it's time to release a new version. Yeah, and now we can just we can remove this replace. And where's our status? Use the next version. And just run one more time to see if there are no errors. Yeah, everything looks super cool. And let me check this one. Oh, 503. Yeah, so everything seems good. Let's see differences. Let's update the dependencies and fire into the production. So yeah, I only need to just update the dependencies, and that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for being with me, and yeah, I expect to see you tomorrow. I'm not sure, but maybe it would be on a Friday. I want to get and see John Wick 4. So it was released a long time ago, but I haven't seen it this film yet, so want to have a look at it. Yeah, and next time I guess we are going to dig in our Rust work. instead of digging into the Vim. So I think everything would be super cool. So have a great evening, guys, and bye bye. See you.